help his team.
It's homecoming weekend at St. John's Prep as the Eagles take the field for a rematch of the 2018 championship game against rival Catholic Memorial. Both teams are fired up.
We're hitting the thing! We're hitting the thing!
And if the stakes weren't high enough, an army of alumni are on hand to support the team.
From the class of 1979, Mike Cronin.
As players salute each name with 3 sharp claps, it's clear that St. John's is more than a school. It's a lifelong brotherhood. To understand why loyalty runs so deep, step away from the field and into the historic halls where it all started.
We were established in 1907 as a boarding school for boys. We started with about 7 brothers and 23 students, and it was all in this one building.
Ed Hardiman is the headmaster here at St. John's Prep, and the founding brothers he referenced are Zavarian brothers.
The brothers take vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience and live in community.
How important is religion to your mission here?
That's the font and source of our identity. Our history has been all about challenging young men to discover who they are and who they're called to be, and we do that through academics, we do that through the fine arts, we do that through athletics.
Personally, I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for the people that helped shape me from a young age.
Long before Pat Connaughton had his name etched on the Prep's varsity basketball court, he was just a high school athlete with a dream.
I really wanted to win a state championship for this school with something that had never been done before in basketball, winning that state championship. It was one of the more satisfying things I've ever done in my career.
And that's saying something for a guy who just last season helped the Milwaukee Bucks knock his hometown Celtics out of the playoffs.
It was really cool to, just play versus Celtics in the playoffs. I get a little bit of goosebumps thinking about it just because things came full circle. I played at the Garden as a high school player when we were trying to win the state championship.
Another St. John's Prep alum who came full circle this year has a name you may recognize. Mike Yastrzemski, yes, the grandson of this Yastrzemski, hit a home run in his Fenway Park debut as a member of the visiting San Francisco Giants.
I didn't know what was going to happen, and it was just incredible to feel like the entire city was behind me.
It's also incredible that before his 2019 breakout, Yastrzemski was a relative unknown, with 6 years and over 700 games played in the minor leagues.
I think I'm probably having success because of how much time I spent in the minor leagues. It's okay to be kicked down, just keep climbing back up.
That's a message that resonates with Jonathan Thomas, one of St. John's greatest running backs. After a successful college career at Penn State, Thomas is hoping to continue his career in the pros.
It would definitely be a blessing. I know I've done everything I could to pursue that next level.
Thomas currently splits time between pro tryouts and the practice field, where he's an assistant coach training the next generation of prep running backs.
I'm enjoying it. I've been through the process before, so it's nice to be a voice for these guys.
That's a brick wall.
3 very different men with 3 things in common: a strong connection to this school,
That was the beginning of my journey.
an almost zen approach to adversity,
It's in God's hands. Simple as that.
and a desire to give back.
My foundation is called With Us Foundation. The goal of it is to get kids access to athletics, because not everyone has the opportunity to play at a school like this.
These current students are part of a championship culture that spans generations and goes beyond the games.
Athletics is an extension of the classroom, and when you build community and you build really strong relationships, teams perform at a high level.
So it's not about the championships.
It's not about the championships, it's about the individuals. And when the individuals feel as if they're contributing to a purpose that's larger than themselves, they perform at a high level, and that's when the championships come.
Or famously put another way, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. St. John's Prep kicks off against their greatest rivals when we return.